As everyone knows, it's been 100 years since the Cubs last won the World Series.
And there's plenty of historic moments to go around. Here's one of them.
Jarvis fires away. That's a fly ball, deep to left, back. That's it. Hey, he did it. Ernie Banks got number 500.
Ernie Banks' 500th home run is just one of the many milestones covered in the new book, Cubs Forever, by author Bob Vorwald, who is the executive producer of Cubs baseball here on WGN. Would you lay on your couch for a day? You're making us all look bad. You're like this overachiever writing books, producing specials. How about relaxing?
Who knew? But, you know, the anniversary we want to talk about is 60 years, because that's the one that means the most to us. And April 16th, 1948, WGN TV broadcast their first Cubs game. You're going to be stunned to find out the Cubs lost that day. And we just had so much good stuff and have had so many great years that we really wanted to do something and commemorate this anniversary.
Well, some of the things like the Ernie Banks home run, people have seen many times, but you and I were looking at some clips, things that I hadn't seen, and one of the clips that we want to show from this special is, well, you set it up. It's a no-hitter. It's
Don Cardwell. It's 1960. It's probably the oldest clip that we have in our archive, and here's a guy who was traded to the Cubs 2 days before, on Friday the 13th, and he comes out and makes history against the Cardinals.
All right, let's look.
Watch it. There's a drive on the line to left field. Come on, Moose. He did it. He did it. Moran made a fabulous catch. It's a no-hitter. A no-hitter. And what a catch that Moran made. Oh, brother, what a catch he made. They're swarming all over him down there.
Well, look at him being mobbed. He was afraid he was going to spike somebody. He's being hugged by a bunch of teammates. He's just mad. He doesn't even know. You know.
And look at the security guards with those hats, look like bus drivers.
Arnie Harris, our longtime director, is the bald guy with the suit coat trying to get in there and get him to the microphone so he could talk with Vince Lloyd. And at the end of that, Vince Lloyd said, "Hey, Don, let's get out of here before somebody gets killed." Me.
You've been doing this basically for 25 years here at WGN. What's your favorite memory, would you say?
You know, I just think Jack Brickhouse and Harry Carey, to have two guys be the voice of Cubs baseball for basically 50 years, and they both typified just that optimism that is all about Cubs baseball, and it's such a family event, both to watch it and to work on it. They're the two guys that really made this, and then there's so many people behind the scenes, too, that we, ride on their coattails.
Well, everybody at WGN has like a Harry story. What is your Harry story?
You know, you saw Reagan up there. I always thought the funniest thing was Reagan came here in 1988, right before he left office, and he had done play-by-play as a young man in Des Moines of Cubs games. But when the day Harry came back from his stroke in 1987, Reagan calls in, so they got him patched in the first inning, and Harry goes, "Mr. President, I'll have to let you go. Bobby Dernier just bunted for a hit, and we've got a rally going here." I think Reagan came back just so Harry wouldn't cut him off.
Right.
What about, like, I think of the first night game on 8/8/88. You were here for that. Was it? What are some of your other favorite baseball games, particularly?
Well, you know, the first night game, John McDonough said it was like a heavyweight fight. You know, there was only going to be one, so that was incredible. You know, one that I put in the book and in the TV show that was just a particular favorite of mine is Andre Dawson is probably one of the classiest guys who's ever patrolled the field here. Last day of the season, they're in last place, but he's had an MVP year. His last time up, and the crowd is chanting, and Harry's like, "It'd be poetic justice if he could do it one more time." And he hit a home run. He hit a home run, and the place just went up for grabs. And it's just one of those little moments that you always remember that I absolutely love.
You know what I enjoyed about the book as a baseball fan? There were these little nuggets about how the field gets done a certain way, and talk about those elements.
Well, in the book and the TV show, we tried to not only take you back and let you relive the great memories, but also introduce you to some of the things that we see every day that are part of our lives that maybe aren't yours. The crew talks about what they love. Rick Fuse, the guy who's up at the top with this little score box that goes to the scoreboard from 1937 and puts the ball strikes up there faster than the umpire even calls him. Or Fred Washington, who's in the scoreboard and actually slides the metal grates in. We just wanted to give you a glimpse of them. And then Steve Green, who's the official Cubs photographer, took all the photos. And I mean, they just add so much to it. You get to see all these things up close and personal. He did such a great job, and it's been a wonderful project to be a part of.
It's a fun read.
And you say that Fred Washington, you have a great thing showing the people on the L, the big W sign, the guy in the
He
scoreboard.
said, if the L's coming by and it's a loss, I wait till the train goes by. I don't put up the flag right away. He said, but if they won, I put that sucker up right away and let them know. And he said, well, you know, which touched me, he said, the day they win it all, for me to be able to raise that W flag, I said, oh, yeah, you know.
Bob, it's good to have you here on the show. And when is the special going to be on?
Yeah,
April 20th. April 20th, Sunday night, April 20th on WGN, and we're really looking forward to it.
Oh, they're going to cover it for you, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're going to put it on the air here for you?
Absolutely.
Nice.
That's 6 p.m. on April 20th. Bob Vorwald, thanks so much for being here. Great to see you again.
Great. We'll have a great opening day together.
And they'd take a rest tomorrow.